denied that you received $500,000. The reason why Miss Cassandra Leong went to PAGCOR is because apparently she was being charged for non-payment of what kind of fees?
Regulatory fees.
Oh,
sir.
the regulatory fees. Yun ang sinabi niya eh. Kaya siya nagpunta doon. Otherwise, hindi siya pupunta doon. And she was escorted and probably accompanied by Attorney Harry Roque. So, sinabi mo kanina, wala ka natanggap. Yung bang pagbabayad ng Lucky South 99 ng regulatory fees to PAGCOR, hindi ba kasama yun sa services that you provide?
If there are instances, Your Honors, that they cannot do it, they ask us to help them. Pero
So,
hindi kami
Ask us or ask
ask
you?
me. They ask me to help them.
So how many times have you done that for them?
A few number of times, Your Honor.
Just be specific. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many?
Maybe around 5 or 10.
5 times.
O 5
So
or 10.
regulatory
5 to
fees
10,
ito
yes,
ng
yes.
PAGCOR. Hindi po ba, correct me if I'm wrong, nagbabayad ka ng regulatory fees sa PAGCOR, meaning nag-ooperate ka. Is that correct? Is that a correct assumption, attorney?
Not necessarily, sir. As long as you have a license and there's no approval for you to stop paying the regulatory fees, monthly pa din po charge po yung
So kahit walang operation.
Yes, sir.
So parang hindi kaya, kahit wala akong kinikita, magbabayad ako regulatory fees.
Pwede po naman kayong sumulat sa board of directors kung talaga pong may valid reason kayo for the stoppage or non-operations. Pero kung wala po kayong board approval na tumigil sa pagbabayad ng regulatory fees, buwan-buwan pa din po yun na tumutuloy.
Okay. Thank you for that information. So, Mr. Cunanan, sinabi mo mga 5 times, ano?
Around that much. 5 to 10.
Can you
It
please
varies, eh.
provide an information to this committee more or less dun sa 5 times na yun, magkanong naibayad mo in behalf of the Lucky South 99?
Hindi ho ako mismo, Your Honor. Sina-assist ko lang yung mga tao nila. Kasi nagbabayad sila diretso sa land bank.
Okay.
Nagbabayad.
And would you have any idea how much would that be?
Usually, sir, yung minimum guaranteed fee that PAGCOR is requiring, which is the 150,000. And then I think the reason why they are having some issues is later on when the new administration came in, they started charging additional 50,000 administrative fees. So these were the accumulation of things I think that they were addressing. And if I'm not mistaken, Your Honors, even while they were talking with PAGCOR at that time, they were already settling a portion of that arrears. And then later on, they were able to fully pay all those arrears. So, Your Honors, if I was used as an excuse at that time, I really don't know. I really don't understand. Because later on, Your Honors, just to prove a point, later on, by September and October of that year, 2023, when they were already submitting their application for renewal, they even sent to me their documents for review if it's already okay for them to submit it already. So if I did something wrong to them, Your Honors, ahead of time, ahead of that moment, I don't think they will still come back to me and ask me to check on their document.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cunanan. Now, I'd like to ask, Mr. Chair, former PAGCOR Chair Andrea Domingo. Ma'am, alam ko, pagod na kayo kakasagot.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. This is very short. Tanong ko lang ho. Kasi earlier, yung opening statement ng CEO ng CESA boldly stated that PAGCOR violated its own charter. Do you agree?
I cannot agree, Your Honor.
I knew that you were going to answer that. Do you have that answer, madam? So, dito ho kasi ang premise po nila is that you were issuing licenses to an offshore gaming operations. Tama po ba?
Opo.
Now, because you are issuing offshore gaming license or license to offshore gaming operations, that is already beyond the charter of PAGCOR. Is that correct?
Hindi po. Pwede ko pong i-explain. Nagsimula po ito nung i-amend yung PD 18, dali lang po, hindi ko na matandaan. Yung PD 1869 na sinayna ni former President Marcos noong 1978. During the amendment po from 2004 to 2007, nagkaroon po ng interpellation na ang record po ito ay nasa December 4, 2004, December 16, 2004 records ng Congress. Nagtanong po doon si Representative Jaworski dun sa sponsor na si Representative Mig Subiri kung ang online gaming ay kasama sa isasakupan ng PAGCOR. Ang sabi po ni Representative Zubiri, oo. Tapos po, nag-introduce po ng amendment si Congressman Jaworski na iksama sa exclusion portion nung batas na yon ng RA na natawag na ngayon na RA 9487. Pero po, nung pong natapos na po yung RA 9487, ay hindi po isinama sa exclusion. Dito po, nuto pong pinakahuli pong ruling ng Supreme Court noong April 2023 nang may naghabla. Ito po, Evangelista, I'm sorry po. Ito po yung, pasensya na po kayo kasi hindi ko memorize lahat eh. Ito po yung, kasi sabi po nitong si Velas Evangelista na walang authority ang PAGCOR to operate. Pero po ang sabi nung pong yung relevant section po nung ruling nung Evangelista versus PAGCOR GR 228234 issued in April 2023, ang sabi po, the Supreme Court recognized that the RR Pogo is a quasi-legislative function of the PAGCOR pursuant to Section 8 of 1869, which gives it authority to promulgate rules and regulations relevant to the registration of persons engaged in gambling. To wit, ito pong sabi, yung Section 8 po ay registration. All persons primarily engaged in gambling together with their allied business with contract or franchise from the corporation, the registry shall register and affiliate their businesses with the corporation. The corporation shall issue the corresponding certificates of affiliation upon compliance by the registering entity with the promulgated rules and regulations. Hindi po ako abogado, kaya po nung tanong ko sa mga kasamahan ko na sa PAGCOR na wala na rin sila ngayon, ang sabi na po, notably this is a recognition on the part of the Supreme Court that the authority of PAGCOR to regulate gambling operations extend to online or offshore gaming activity. Yan po yung latest
Was that
ruling.
explicitly stated in that